So you see, in Ghana here, the way our secondary schools, bathhouse were, or is built in such a way that you realize that about 20 people can be contained in one bathhouse, and
they're not like the way it's supposed to be. We get so glued to it that we want to watch more. It's so normal. It's like watching a movie and you see Avatar turn water to fire and you're there telling me it's reality. No, it's too big.
Most men don't know that.
Yeah, if you think, what do you mean? Most they know.
They know.
You've
really.
been with your wife. You have been married to her for like 10 years. You start to notice when there are changes. When she was your girlfriend, she was a slim, cute, chubby, nice woman. She gives birth, a lot of things changes around her body. That is why these things are supposed to be something, should I say, a cooperative stuff. You need to be partners. You are partners. You need to be partners in everything. Oh baby, I feel so much attracted to women who are wearing shorts. When I see them outside, I tend to look at them. You don't have to say it directly to her, but baby, it would be nice.
I welcome you once again to this channel, Secrets of Health TV. And if today happens to be the very first time you are watching us, kindly subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click onto the notification bell, select all, so that anytime we bring you videos such as this one, you'll be the very first person to get notified. Today, as you can see, we have a guest here, one of the most beautiful ladies I've ever met. She's called the Goddess. Just check the name, the Goddess. She is here to discuss with us one important topic which is bothering a lot of men. It is a dream of most men, current men, to have a very big gbola, a very big joystick. Most men normally call me, doctor, can I have medication that can increase the size of my gbola here and there? I realize that this thing is giving a lot of men issues. So I have brought our expert here, our Goddess, the beautiful lady, who is going to tell us whether the big size matter or it does not matter. So stick around, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, and make sure you also like it and then leave your comment under the comment section. My sister, welcome.
Thank you so much.
We are privileged to have you for the first time on this channel, Secrets of Health. The question I want us to discuss, or the topic I want us to discuss, is the size of gbola for men. Most men are crying for the size of their gbola. So the question I want to ask you, as a lady, a beautiful one for that matter, does the size really matter? Does the size really matter as far as the action in the other room is concerned?
Okay, so personally, I would say I'm speaking on behalf of women that are like me. The size doesn't matter.
Really?
Yes, it might be a flex. Yes, but then it doesn't necessarily matter.
So
because
if the size doesn't matter, why do you think most men of today, most men are crazy about the size?
It's because I can say it's for two reasons. One, because they think that every woman wants it big. Every woman wants a big joystick, but then individual preferences. Okay, every woman do not want it that way.
You are discussing with
every woman do not want it that way. The fact that you might have dated a lady who enjoys or who brought your self-esteem down and made you feel like your size is not enough for your human self, you need to increase it. It doesn't mean that other women will do that to you. Naturally, we are born with different sizes. We have thick, tall men, we have short men, we have middle size, I don't know how to put it, but we have varieties of men. That's the same way we have varieties of joysticks. It varies per your individual body. There's nothing wrong if you want to increase it, but make sure you're increasing it because you want to do it to yourself. But then that doesn't do the job, because what's the benefit if you have it big but you can't function well?
So why do you say that when it is big the person can't function well?
No, it's not like when it is big you can't function well, but what if you get it big and you can't do the job? You've not solved the problem.
So the most important thing here is doing the job, executing the job very well.
That's it. You need to have enough strength to do that. Some ladies might prefer the 5 minutes, 6, 10 minutes. Some might want it more. Is your energy enough to match with your partner? because this is something that is supposed to bring both parties joy, both the male and the female. If one is not happy, then the other has to compromise to make it like really cool. So that should be the reason for wanting to do that.
So what if someone naturally, you know, I know a lot of guys who are naturally born with, you know, a very thick, big, you know, joystick, and yet they are able to perform very well. What about
It's
that?
a plus.
Okay.
It's a plus. If you have it huge and your performance is superb, trust me, you have to meet with someone that matches your energy. Yes, there are women who would complain that it's too big, I do not want it. There are women like that. It's not like every woman on earth doesn't like it huge.
Big.
Yes, some people do not really care about your size. Some people don't really care about how long you spend pounding and pounding and pounding. They might want other things. Other things put them on.
So you think men should rather be concentrating on how to do it right rather than concentrating on the size? Even this morning, I can show you the text message. Someone has asked me about the size, how to increase the size.
Oh, I get that on a daily. I get that on a daily because that's the field we work in. That's the kind of stuff we sell to people. I get that on a daily. But most of the time, I'm always saying, you are doing it because you want to. Not because of the pressure that women are giving you or the pressure you think women are giving.
Come this way. I think the sun.
Or the pressure you think women are giving. Women are not giving you pressure. You're just pressurizing yourself.
Okay.
It's like women going out there for BBL. BBL is cool, by the way, if you want to do it. It's your own responsibility.
Okay. What is BBL? Because
the Brazilian bump enlargement thing.
Okay, the big bump this thing. It is called BBL.
Women are doing it. Some are not doing it just to impress men. Yes, there's high time people understand the fact that a lot of people do what they do because they love how they look.
It. Okay.
I keep my natural confidence. Okay. So if I keep my natural on because I love having natural hair, I love how bushy this thing feels like.
Okay.
Some women don't want it. They want their hair relaxed all over their back. It's a personal choice. It's your personal preference. So if you want to increase
and the same way, talking about the natural hair, I know a lady who always will cut her hair off. She doesn't like it long.
Yeah, but, I think we know the lady.
Yeah. she knows herself. Yeah. So it is not the matter of, you know, having it, but it is the matter of preference. The
yes, and then you wanting to, if you feel like that is what is going to boost your confidence, you can do it, but do it the right way. In essence,
you think most of the men are looking for it? You think most of the men are looking for?
Are just having low self-esteem.
Because of low self-esteem. Don't you think that this boarding house thing also may have, you know, contributed to this low esteem thing? Because, you know, when you go to the boarding house, I don't know of now, but in our time, when you go to the boarding house, virtually all the men, the boys, we all or most of them, you know, bath at the same, you know, bath house, because the bath house are built in such a way that it can contain more than 20 people at the same time. So everybody is bathing, so to speak, without a cloth. So you may see someone's, you know, joystick and then ask yourself, wow, what a big joystick. Then the person will begin to look down. Don't you think that has, you know, generated all the way to this time? Everybody is looking for something that can, you know, increase their joystick.
Yeah, I get it, but you know, naturally, so low self-esteem things mostly start from schools.
Okay.
Note, I never went to a boarding house. I was always a day student my whole life. But then there are some situations whereby I had a friend who would tell me, a girlfriend, like a girl, who would tell me that I look so beautiful and sometimes she wished she looked like me. Back during my school days. At that time, I didn't know what low self-esteem is because my confidence level was top notch. Okay. Even though I wasn't the prettiest in class, but I didn't see reason why I should compare myself to someone else. So the low self-esteem thing is something that is bound to happen. That is why we need parents to let or reassure their kids that it's okay to not have the same thing as this particular person.
Okay.
Yes, but then now, for now that the deed has already been done, students or men already feel like if it's not big enough, like the way Kweku's own is, I'm not man enough. This kind of shows help them to understand the fact that it's not really the size that does what it's supposed to do. You need to be like physically stable and active.
And then always try and eat bitter cooler, as I always do, in order to make your
because
your
you know,
game too long, rather than thinking of?
I heard from one of your programs when you said, I think, was it you or something? The size naturally decreases when you do not have.
Yes, that is another topic we may discuss on this channel.
So that is something that happens naturally. You cannot stop it from happening. It happens. It might, the process that it might take to reduce yours might not take, it might be lesser for some other people.
Okay.
But it doesn't change the fact that it's a normal thing that happens. And then there are some people who have chronic issues. You have a problem if you are 32 and it's like this.
Hey, so wow, maybe. Then you people, you see things so like this.
It's just like that. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but then I know for a fact that
the person
a lady will come to me and tell me that a man's joystick is somewhere like this, like index finger.
Yeah, I know. As for this size, I believe some people may.
So please tell me, as a man, 35, what do you want to use this for? Women discuss. She sees something and she's marveled by it. There are some women, I know a lady, she saw the joystick, it was huge, and she said she doesn't want it.
Wow.
She left because on to me, she knows what she can handle.
That reminds me, before I move on to my next question, don't you think that, you know, the influx of the pornographic, you know, videos content has also contributed to this low esteem men normally get? Because when you watch carefully, you know, most of the, you know, porn actors, they are having huge, you know, big gbola. Don't you think that has also contributed?
Oh yeah, it has. But as matured individuals, shouldn't you people understand that the porn is not the reality? They are doing their stuff to get you engaged, to watch the...
And you know, people don't even know that these porn stars,
they are actors.
They are actors. One, they have also gone for surgeries.
They've gone for surgeries. They are on various types of medications just to keep you know, when they see, when we humans, we see things that are not like the way it's supposed to be, we get so glued to it that we want to watch more. It's so normal. It's like watching a movie and you see Avatar turn water to fire and you're there telling me it's reality. No,
it's not reality.
They are doing their own stuff. They get paid to have what they have. They get paid to do what they do. That is not your reality. Don't follow them and go and kill yourself.
Okay, so there is this thing I would like us to also look at very carefully. Most men having, or the minds of most men having gone there. You know, the aim of every man is to, you know, have friction during the game, because when the game is ongoing and there is enough friction, it makes both parties to enjoy the whole thing. But here is the case: this woman has given birth to about 3 children, and for that matter, the elasticity of the VJ has, you know, loosened up a bit. So the man no longer gets this friction he used to have. That is number one. Number two, this lady is suffering from, let's say, gonorrhea, syphilis, any of the infections, and for that matter, the lady has lost the elasticity, meaning the VJ has a bit loosened up, so there won't be any friction. So don't you think that that is where most men should focus in order to reverse it, rather than going around looking for this?
If you think your wife's area is too big,
most men don't know that.
Yeah, if you think, what do you mean? Most they know.
They know.
You've
really
been with your wife. You have been married to her for like 10 years. You know, you start to notice when there are changes. When she was your girlfriend, she was a slim, cute, chubby, nice woman. She gives birth. A lot of things changes around her body.
Okay.
It also includes that area. Why don't you seek professional help? And like as a man, so far as you are the man, the head, the provider, that shelter which is supposed to cover your family, you should notice when something is going wrong, when there is a slight change. When your daughter goes to school, you should know when maybe she goes to school and comes home every day happy, and then today she comes frowning. You should know that something happened. Something has changed in her daily routine. Try to find a solution. You notice that your wife is no longer the same person you used to know. Why don't you both go help her seek professional help? Sometimes the women, they tend to forget that some things are changing on them. They tend to forget because they are stressed out mentally and physically. They are especially the stay-home moms, lots of stuff. Yeah, the housewife. They sometimes even forget to take care of their personal self.
Yeah,
they are all focused on my husband has to be perfect, my kids has to be perfect, the house has to be perfect. They forget the fact that they also need to pay attention to themselves.
And they've also forgotten the fact that the men have gone out seeing a lot of different ladies. So
that
for
is
that matter,
that is why these things are supposed to be something, should I say, a cooperative stuff. You need to be partners. You are partners. You need to be partners in everything. Oh baby, I feel so much attracted to women who are wearing shorts. When I see them outside, I tend to look at them. You don't have to say it directly to her, but baby, it would be nice if you can put on some shorts
or
one of
you
these
yourself,
days.
You go
online, go to the market, buy those stuff, and then give your woman, and then she'll be surprised. Oh babe, what is this? Oh, I thought we could just spice things up a little bit. Women want that. Like, what is so straight? Sometimes men will shout on their woman, hey, you don't look attractive anymore. She would only look attractive if you are ready to maintain her that way. Naturally, some women tend to forget a lot of things. A girl can tell you today that she wants to eat, now that she feels like eating rice, and then the next morning she doesn't feel like eating it anymore. They tend to change their mind at any point in time. She might tell you, oh baby, I will make some changes towards that, and the next day she innocently forgot. Not like she's intentionally wanting to piss you off. No, she has forgotten. You are the one who need her to be sexy, right? Why don't you work towards it? Get her what she needs. Oh baby, I feel like we should go for medical checkup today. I feel like we should go see the doctor because it's nice to go see the doctor. It's healthy to see the doctor. When you get to the doctor, you as the man can even tell the doctor what is wrong with your wife. If you think you are shy or your wife might get upset that you did something, like, you can just tell the doctor personally. They will find a solution. The doctor gives the woman some pills or some diet to be on or something.
And she's going
to do it.
So if I have understood where you are coming,
it's a partnership thing.
It's a partnership. If I have understood where you are coming from, you are with your wife, years back, she wasn't like that. She wasn't like that. So later on, you've realized that anytime you enter the page, when I say the page, you understand. You enter the page, you don't feel that friction anymore. So you are telling the men, when it happens like that, they should not in a hurry going around looking for something, but it is rather the fault of their woman.
It's not her fault. If you say fault, that means she intentionally never did. We don't intentionally stop ourselves from tightening those areas. There are things that naturally happens to us as a married man or a married couple. Before even you as a man will go for an enlargement, you need to discuss that with your wife.
Okay.
She needs to. Wow. Yes, that is what marriage is all about.
So you don't need to sneak around your wife.
You let her know that this is what you are going to do. Like that is why when you get married, you are no longer yourself
on your own.
You are two people in one body. Like you guys are like you're supposed to have the same mind.
Business partners.
Yes. Oh baby, I feel like I should include this stuff. Me personally, if I should be married to my husband and my husband feels like he wants to increase the size, and then we check medically is not going to cause any issue, I'll tell him yes.
Really? And
that is me.
What if you were okay, or you are okay with his current size?
If I'm okay with his current,
and he rather decide to increase it,
we'll talk about it. We have to come to an agreement. If we don't come to an agreement, we can't do it together. It's like telling me, with the way my lifestyle is, the way I am, and I go straight to telling my man that I would like to maybe get a tat or get more piercings to what I already
tattoo, right?
A tattoo, or get more piercings to what I already have. And I'm a married woman. I can speak to my husband. I need his approval for something like that. Note, I did not say boyfriend. Yes, I need his approval in terms of something like that, because this is the woman he got married to. If I'm going to make other changes, he needs to be okay with it.
Okay.
If your man is not okay with it, there are ways to go by things. There are a lot of men who want to do stuff. You need to talk to your wife. If she's not okay with it, there are many ways to get what you want. Let her be okay, because the joystick is something both of you are going to use. It's yours, yes, but it's going into her. So why would you have low self-esteem as a married man if your wife doesn't feel any problem wrong with it?
Before we came here, I received one call from someone. I will not mention where the person is. This person travels a lot. He has a wife here in Ghana, but he travels outside to work as well sometimes. And anytime he traveled, because normally when he traveled to that particular country, he normally stays there for sometimes 6 months, 3 months before he comes back. So you know, men and their fornication life.
It's not normal. It's not normal. You guys should stop.
This guy has been able to, or has managed to get, you know, a side chick over there. Now, this is the bone of contention. According to him, anytime he is with the side chick, or he travels and he goes to the side chick to live with her or whatever, he performs very, very well. His performance is top notch. You understand? He's very strong, very energetic. He can play the game 90 minutes without any tiring. But as soon as he comes back to his own country to meet his, you know, wedded wife, within 2 seconds he is down. What do you think? What do you make of this thing?
You as the man, change your mentality. You have a wedded wife somewhere. Your side chick and your wife are not the same type of people.
Okay, before we come to the morality, because
I'm not talking about the morality. Your side chick and your wife are not the same type of person. Your side chick doesn't have that much responsibility. She only thinks about taking care of herself.
Yes.
She's only doing what she needs to do to herself. Just like the way you met your wife before you got married. Yes. Compare the fact that your wife has a lot of things she needs to do. That's why I said in the first time that she sometimes even forgets to take care of herself.
So you think that he is able to perform well with the side chick because the side chick has been able to take good care of herself, make the whole video very tight.
Women forget the fact that when you get married, that's not the end. When you get married, you should always put yourself in the picture. Don't take yourself out because you are married. You need to look hot. You need to look good. You need to let your man look at you, and then it's always like salivating because he wants to have you and have you all the time. So you don't have to stop there.
So you think I'm still trying to find out the reason why he would just go there with the side chick.
The woman, let's say his wife might not be giving him the spice that he saw. Leave morality aside, even though we can't really leave it, but then leave that aside for now. The woman might not be the same type of person she met the first time they got together, and that's why I'm saying the wife has lots of responsibilities currently. You have to reassure her that you are there as a partner to support her in a lot of things. That's why I said, if you think you see women on short jeans and that puts you on, get your wife a short jean.
So I think our time is, you know, up, but I had wanted to ask you one important question as well, but I think due to the timing, we will make it some other time. I had wanted to ask you, as a lady, what position
do you think is best for women?
Is best for women, because most men are used to the missionaries.
Okay,
you know,
so
the missionary, or, you know,
it
one
varies.
on top. But hold your gun over there. That will be the next topic for the next, you know, video we will encounter.
Okay.
But before you go, or before I leave of you, in a nutshell, we've discussed a lot of things. So in a nutshell, what you are trying to tell men here watching me right now is that the size really does not matter, but it borders on how effective, how, you know, strong
the size really doesn't matter, but your performance matters.
Okay.
Yes, how good you do it matters. Okay. And if you feel like your woman is not up to the kind of way you want it, level her up. If you want a Beyonce, create your own Beyonce. If you want a Shakira, create your own Shakira.
Thank you very much for having us, and we have really enjoyed talking to you. And I guess you watching me, you have also enjoyed our conversation so far. And if you have really liked it, give us the signal, give us the notification at the comment area, so that we can be doing this quite often. Thank you very much. Kindly like the video, share to your friends, your family, and people around you, and then leave your comment under the comment section. And if this happens to be the very first time watching us, don't forget, this is Secrets of Health. Therefore, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then click onto the notification bell so that you get notification anytime we bring you videos such as this one. We will see you again in the next one, and until then, have a nice day and take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Bye.